All right. Welcome back to the podcast, Redeemed. We're working our way through chapter 10. And we probably get a couple more out here before we're done. But we're going to pick it up in verse 21. It says, brother will betray brother to death, and father his child. Children will rebel against their parents, and will have them put to death. You will be hated by everyone because of me, but the one who stands firm into the end will be saved. When you are persecuted in one place, flee to another. Truly, I tell you, you will not finish going through the towns of Israel before the Son of Man returns. All right, let's break that down. Sorry about that. That was not a very good reading of that. But we're going to break it down.
That's why we're breaking it down.
Yeah, absolutely. So what does it mean by brother betray brother to the death, and children his child, and children rebel against their parents?
Father his child.
Children his child?
Father, excuse me, yes. Father his child. And children will
We're too early into this day for you to beat us
against their parents. All right. So what's he getting at there?
Well, people are going to turn on each other.
People you wouldn't think.
I was going to say, it's going to be people that you would have thought might be in your corner, and all of a sudden, maybe they're not.
That's because the gospel has a way of making people feel guilty.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't like to feel guilty. So then they attack the thing that made them feel guilty, which is the Bible. Or they blame whoever taught them the Bible.
Exactly.
They blame wherever they got their teaching from. And a lot of people have, in today's day and age, you can talk about a few specific ones, but some things pretty black and white in the Bible, and people don't like what it says, so then that's on the Bible. They blame the Bible.
Mm-hmm. And then they blame the organization because it stands against that. Mm-hmm. And so it's real easy to see. I mean, you've seen this, where brothers will betray brothers to death. I mean, we see this where the gospel is so decisive in these relationships to the point where they can't stand that guilty conscience.
Divisive.
Oh, what did I say?
Decisive.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. Yes, that word. Thank you. That it just splits the families apart, and here before you know it, they're so full of hate that they really do just want to kill each other.
Yeah.
It's amazing to me. And sometimes, and it's not something that's unheard of. I mean, look at the world around us. People get on these bandwagons and they so believe in these things that they just absolutely lose control.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they fall away. They lose truth, right? They decide that they don't like, instead of looking at their own lives after the Bible tells you something and you feel guilty about it, instead of attacking it that way and looking at your own sin in your life, they go the other route and they blame the Bible for being whatever, outdated, hateful, whatever words they try to use, instead of taking that introspective look into their own lives and making some changes there.
And what cracks me up is usually they're the ones that are screaming tolerance. You know what I'm saying? You need to be tolerant, but what they want me to be tolerant, but they don't want to be tolerant to me.
No. It's not how tolerance works, of course, in the year 2026.
No, apparently. But I find it interesting that it uses the word hate, that they will be hated, or you will be hated because of who? Because of Jesus. All right?
But the one who stands firm to the end will be saved.
And that is what we're holding on to. So there's persecution. It's going to cause division amongst family members, churches, just people in general.
Yeah.
Now, I'm talking about the gospel here.
Correct.
Because the gospel is pretty clear about what you got to do, what you have to accept if you want to truly follow the Lord.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't want to do that.
There's a lot of things people don't want to give up.
Yep, absolutely. And like I said in one of our other podcasts, it's our choice. You know, you can either choose to follow Jesus or you don't.
Yeah, it's right there.
Absolutely. And in the end, we want to be the ones that do stand firm. So in the end, we will be saved. That's what we're going for.
Absolutely.
Is that no matter what persecution comes our way, no matter what people come against us, we stand firm until the end. Why? Because then we get our reward.
Yeah. And you get rewards along the way, too.
Yeah.
That you don't really notice. You just think life is good. And then you'll sit back and you'll look at it again. You're like, oh, God was all over that.
And I do like how it says is that when you are persecuted in one place, flee to another one. Go on. Go somewhere else. Share the gospel somewhere else. There's more than enough places to share the gospel. More than you'll have time to before Jesus comes back.
Plenty.
So don't get hung up and keep going back to the same spot if they're not listening. Move on to somewhere else. Find somebody else who does want to hear what you have to say.
Especially in today's day and age, our age, it's very difficult to change someone's mind.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we know that we don't change minds and hearts, right? God does.
Absolutely.
And if a message isn't getting through, pray about it. Maybe quit beating your head against the wall, but maybe God has someone different for you to share with.
Yep, absolutely. And if you have shared with that person, you've given them the opportunity.
Yes.
Now it's up to them.
Yep.
You've done what you've needed to do to present the gospel to that person. Now it's up to that person to make the decision. And it's really it's up to them and God. That's how that works.
And
For
your
sure.
job might just be to plant the seed.
Exactly.
Or to water it. It might not be to harvest it. It might be
Exactly.
somebody else's job to come in and do that.
And so I think that's very key there is that move on.
Yeah.
Share the gospel with somebody else. And who knows? Maybe it does take root. Maybe they come back to you later and say, hey, I have more questions about this, or show me how to do it. Or it may come out that, and many a times, it's like we don't get to see the rewards. We won't know
Correct.
until we get to heaven.
And that's okay.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So it's just amazing all the stuff that Jesus is outlining here. I mean, he is just, it's evangelism 101. He's getting it out there.
It's literally the playbook.
Yeah, he's trying to get it all out there so the disciples know kind of what they're going to be getting at. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.